Wish is the movie that they're releasing for the 100th anniversary of Walt Disney Animation, and so there's a lot of talk around this movie in terms of how it's going to sort of be a culmination of everything that Disney has done so far. And in this movie, we follow Asha, played by Ariana DeBose, who is living in the Kingdom of Rosas, which is ruled by King Magnifico, played by Chris Pine, who has the ability to grant the wishes of anyone who makes a wish to him and eventually make that come true. And through a set of circumstances, Asha is also trying to make certain things happen in her life that are proving a little harder to do. And so as a result of that, one day, a star, literally wishing upon it, does come down to her, and now suddenly she can witness some miracles happen. When it comes to the recent Disney movies, even the Pixar releases, I've liked some of them. I've liked some of them a little less so. I thought stuff like Strange World and Luca and stuff like that were fine. I loved Raya and the Last Dragon though, and I enjoyed Elemental as well. That movie I've liked a slight bit more when I've reflected on it. I think there are some things that are very unique over there. So going into Wish, I was expecting a lot of very positive things to say about it after it was done. And out the gate, I can tell you that the animation is really great. There's a blend of 2D and 3D going on here, it seems, because there's a lot of stuff that feels like they've merged those two styles together, although I think it's probably all 3D, I'm pretty sure, but it is a very visually beautiful film. Certain sequences look absolutely dazzling, especially the musical numbers and the stuff that they do once Star actually comes down and you're able to see what miracles can happen. It leads to some other imaginative visuals that was really, really cool to see. The voice work is terrific. Ariana DeBose is fantastic in this movie, and she has an incredible singing voice, which we know about now thanks to West Side Story. Funnily enough, this is the second movie I'm reviewing which has a West Side Story alumnus. The other one was Hunger Games, Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which has Rachel Zegler in it. Both of those people have great singing talents, and both the recent movies that have just come out have that, showcase. They have great vocal cords. So yeah, Chris Pine as the villain is really fun. He's having a fantastic time, you can tell with this. There's a few songs that he gets as well that he has an absolute blast with. Really, everybody in the movie does a good job that way. And as I've probably already hinted at, the songs are really, really good. There's a really great use of those in the movie. And you get some very fun sequences as well, especially towards the ending, that are really, really exciting and very entertainingly done. The character work is also fairly solid. There's some nice stuff between Asha and her family, and you understand motivations very, very clearly. And I have to give credit to the fact that this is the first movie in a while for Disney to actually have a proper villain. There's been a bit of a up and down when it comes to morality recently, and this one feels like we've gone back to the 90s a little bit with having a proper, just bad guy who wants to do bad things because he wants to be powerful. That's it. That's all we have going on over here. And I kind of respect the going back to basics thing. It's sort of a culmination, this movie, because it feels like the 100 years of Disney that have come before this, it feels like there's a representation of almost all of that in this one movie. The star itself, when you wish upon a star and suddenly there's a star. Okay, great. But there are other aspects of it that are definitely nice homages to the fact. You'll see certain things mentioned and characters pop up and visual references that are really, really fun. And so if you're a big Disney fan, then you're going to be pretty impressed with how they've done some of those things. It does feel like it's come full circle, like this is their big movie. I wish it had a better story, because the premise is pretty good, and you do have some setup over there as to how things are gonna go, but then it does do a lot of conventional stuff with the storytelling that does hinder it quite a bit. And after a while, it does kind of lose some momentum. And I did find myself thinking, okay, well, it was pretty intriguing and stuff for the most part, and then we've kind of lost our way over here. It doesn't take away from the fact that it is a very beautifully crafted movie, but it does hinder it from being a great, beautifully crafted movie. It's not one of my favorite Disney animated movies ever or anything like that. I had fun watching it, and I did like a lot of it, but it does find itself taking a back seat quite a bit when it comes to just the writing in general. Even the character work, I mentioned that you get some good stuff with the main character, the hero, and the villain. Yes, but after that, not much more. And the whole downfall that you do see, it does go quite a bit into convention. It's trying to be incredibly unique at times, the movie, and it doesn't always do that. There's also some stuff when it comes to humor. Some of it's really effective. There's some genuine funny chuckles over here. Some of it really is not effective, and it feels like jokes that have been done 1,000 times before. It does feel like every single time it's going for some unique stuff, it holds back a bit. It's like this constant warring scale that the movie has between the elements that it's presenting. I wish it didn't have that as much. You're gonna hear a lot of those puns in this video, I'm sorry. That said, families are gonna have a great time with it because it's very cute and very fun. Star is one of the most adorable things that you've seen, and there's going to be millions of dollars of merchandise sales from just getting Star plushies and toys. It's going to happen, so that way the film is going to do what it has to do best. But I think it could have been a much more amazing movie, as it's a fine movie. It's fun. It's a very enjoyable time, but it could have been a lot better. And I think it does, it's not among the greatest Disney animated movies, but it's a fun enough time. I'm gonna give Wish a 7 out of 10. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys check out the Hunger Games review as well, which is a bit of a re-upload. I apologize. I wanted to edit a few things. But there's a lot going on the channel this week, so I'm very excited that you guys are coming in and tuning in and having a good time. As always, if you like this, please do subscribe. Thank you very much once again. And I will see you guys in the movies.